Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? This video is not gonna be long, but it's gonna be concise. It's not gonna be long at all. I'm gonna talk about two things today. I'm gonna talk about Sonya Massey. I don't want to disrespect Peter that queen. I don't want to disrespect her name by mispronouncing it. So I'll just say Sonya because I know how to say that right down to the exact. And it's not a laughing matter. But I just feel like I'm tired of seeing overt black bodies being killed. I think I've been overly tired. You can go back and look at my old videos and probably tweets and shit I used to post on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I was tired back then during the Obama years, which is like 10 years ago now almost. I was tired back then. I was tired of the Freddie Grays, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, and the list went on and on in that era. It was Walter Scott. It was so many. It was just, ugh. You know what I'm saying? And then under these last two, we've had the most notable, of course, Breonna Taylor, and then George Floyd, and Ahmaud Arbery, and then now we have Sonya, and I am just, and of course, the young 8-year-old kid who was hanging out with his white buddy and was lynched, basically drowned, killed, and they covering that shit up. And so, and we're in the middle of an election. So this begs the question of who is there to vote for, and what's the solution to getting out of said, how can we say, trap, said setup. I think the solution is us getting serious about organizing. There's a lot of course, media chatter. I'm part of the media, being a YouTuber, influencer, and the new black media, the big five, they've had their headway to such an extent where Biden had to drop out because his black support is at an all-time low. And when it comes to Democratic black support within this spectrum of 60 years, basically since the 64 Civil Rights and Voting Rights Act, basically 64, 65. So 60 years of that. And the Democrats are at their lowest black support. They were at their highest under Obama. And so you've seen a role reversal in about 16 years, basically one generation. You've seen a role reversal since '08 till now when it comes to Democratic support from black people. And that's because during the height of the Obama eras, you saw massive police killings, and Biden, who was the vice president, and Obama, who was the president, famously called protesters who were trying to stop said genocide campaign thugs, and basically you know what I'm saying, those thugs and shit, and did nothing about the mass killings. And in fact, it can be said he opened the gateway to fascism and the right-winger neo-Nazi movement, aka MAGA, that has taken forward in the past 8 years, basically. That's point blank. Remember the Bundy set when they took over a federal building? Obama didn't do shit. They were able to take over a federal building, and they were there for like over 100 days, and ain't nobody said shit. And they barely made national news for real. They was keeping that shit on the low blow. And if we had done, imagine if black people had done some shit like that, took over a federal building and occupied it, that would have been wall-to-wall coverage. This is day 30 of the Stand for America. You know what I'm saying? The United States trying to stand for its sovereignty from a rogue terrorist group. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the game, the play. That would have been said. Just like with this attempt assassin, basically, Thomas Matthew Cross, white boy, trying to assassinate Trump. They talked about that shit for a quick day. You don't even hear Buddy name for real. That would have been us. They would have been talking about that shit for ad nauseum. And this is what the problem is. It's that damn critical race theory and da 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 and the black extremists and identity groups and DEI and da 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 da. They would have been overly hyping about it. They would have been overly talking about it. They would have put that shit through the stratosphere. So, you know, we just, like I said, what needs to be done right now, honestly, is there needs to be serious talk about us having our own organization that can create our own policies our own way. You know what I mean? Like, we need our own policies more than ever in all aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is more than ever, this is the time to go to declare independence from the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, of course, and create our own party. Dems need us. Without us, they collapse. They don't have enough support, and their policies are feckless. They're whack. They ain't shit. The nation is way more to the left of the Democratic Party. They want lower prices on their day-to-day goods. The Democrat Party ain't pushing for that. They want an increase in their standard of living, aka more money in their pocket, higher wages, universal income, the Medicare for all, universal health care, the whole apparatus. They want all of that. They want the Economic Bill of Rights. They want reparations. They want a protection bill. The Democrat Party don't stand for that. And that's why there needs to be you know what I'm saying, a whole thing right now. Because there's nobody to vote for. Kamala ain't doing nothing. She ain't putting no policy together to make sure that there's not any more Sonyas. Remember, she's Kamala. If anything, she'll try to protect the police like Trump will do. Probably not as radical. She won't go to full immunity, but she'll do it in other ways. So there's nobody to vote for. The only thing right now is we need to host conventions and meetings and really start to be serious about creating our own independent party and our own independent everything, so we don't have to deal with this shit no more, and so that we can eventually take over and give the world a new lease on life. And that's my thoughts about the Sonya thing. I want her to, number one, get justice. I'm glad dude got charged with murder. I hope that shit gets convicted. Maximum life in prison or the death penalty is what we are looking for. And I want us to keep that George Floyd energy, uprising, unity energy that we had during that George Floyd uprising era that we showed. We need to get that back. We need to get that Montgomery Brawl spirit, that Dr. Khalid Muhammad energy in us right now. Because if Trump wins, you already know what he talking. He talking that Rahowa state. Yeah, he talking big shit right now. And we can't play no games with that. And we got to be willing and able to do whatever is necessary to defend ourselves, especially if we have to deal with violent right-wingers who feel like this is their last stand because they ain't producing enough babies. Get your sperm count up, pussy. Real rap, bro. Straight up. That's honestly what it is, bro. Get your sperm count up then, pussy. If you at negative birth rate, hey, get y'all weak ass sperm count up then, boy. Go ahead, exercise. That's the problem. Y'all taking the cheat way out. Y'all shit. Y'all swimmers ain't swimming. Meanwhile, the brothers, we do it alright. You feel me? Well, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. That's just what I gotta say on that, and that's it.